Uh-oh, we're in trouble. It's time to get on with a bit more Grisaia. Welcome! My name is Yuusha Anime and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Now I believe... Oh goddammit, I forgot to get the dust off this little thing. This is now going to be part 30 of the Fruit of Grisaia. Now I am going to see if I can just do little game binges for every time I record. So I record quite a bit of each game on separate occasions so there's enough content for each one. Which I think would be the most effective way to do this instead of just going over different bits over and over again. Now, we are going to move on with this. We've been called in for a job. I tell you what, in the middle of this, why don't I just get myself some Shigekiksu? Shigekiksus. That's what it is. These are apparently extremely sour cola sweets, and they're actually not that bad. And to be honest, I'll show you how small they are. They are that big, like not that big at all, but not bad whatsoever. I've got one bit of sour, and that's about it. But when it hits, ooh, it's just enough. Alright, like that. Yep, there we go. So guys, why would I be? Why would I be mad, JB? That's right, I don't. You stink of gunpowder, JB. It was a vigorous speech. That's true. I know. This car never gets any less obnoxiously flashy, and the interior stinks of perfume. As she speaks, JB leans over toward me in order to put on her seatbelt. Her body exuding the same sweet smell of... oh, for God's sake, perfume, there we go. Something's in the way of it, so I couldn't read it. That pervades the car. It's the raw scent of an adult woman. As a general rule, when women sprinkle more perfume on themselves with every year they age. Some of them end up as walking air fresheners, but JB's fragrance isn't too unpleasant. Somewhat reminiscent of a mother's scent, if anything. Better than the smell of gunpowder, to be sure. And here we go. And what's our destination? Okay. Will I be working with a partner? Then there's hardly any point in meeting them, is there? What does the team matter? I'll be with them for what part of the van ride? And their gender isn't even less relevant. Is even less relevant. Can't. I'm still a shallow sleeper and my dreams are always about the past. Sounds like a plan. I open the glove compartment and retrieve a bottle of eye drops and a sleep mask. According to the watch on my wrist, it is now 5:26 PM. About time I got started on stretching my ocular muscles in preparation for my job. Pressing the back of my head firmly against my headrest, I apply a single drop of fluid to both eyes, then gently close them. Does that really help? Eyes still shut. I move my eyeballs in a regular figure 8 pattern, sometimes squeezing my eyelids firmly down against them. Opening my eyes, swing my focus up and down to the absolute limit as if attempting to look at my own forehead and chin. Next, I move my eyes left to right, trying to catch a glimpse of my own ears. I repeat the same exercise a total of 5 times with 1 minute breaks between each repetition. This is a bit excessive, but okay. When I'm finished, I gently close my eyes, slip off the sleep mask, and consciously slow my breathing. And inside the car, enveloped in JB's sweet fragrance, I quietly fall into sleep. And we've done it. Okay.
みちるなのですから ミッチーなどいかがでしょう。
もうそれならいっそミッツィとかどうなのよさ。なんかこう口んとこがバッテンな感じでキュートなのよ。
And we're back to talking about nicknames.
ねえ、さっきから黙って聞いてれば何好き勝手なこと言ってるわけ？暇つぶしで人の名前をいじらないでくれる？
だってチルチルって呼ぶなーって言ったのあんただよ。
だからって変なあだ名を新しくつけろって言った覚えはないわよ。つうかあんたって言うな。
めんどくせえ女だな。じゃあなんて呼べばいいのよ。
Yeah, what do you want to be called?
私にはちゃんと松島みちるって名前があんでしょが。変なあだ名とかいらないから。
じゃあみちる？
呼び捨てにすんな。私の方が年上だっての。
みちるちゃん？
ちゃん付けすんな。子供扱いじゃないのよ。
みちるさん？
あんたが言うとインギン無礼。なんかムカつく。
ではみちる様ということで。
それはその
Uh-oh.
いやいや待て待て。何も名前をもじるだけがあだ名じゃないのよ。例えばジージャンデカはいつもジージャンを着ているからそうあだ名されるのであって、
Right. Chintail.
何かこう身体的な
Chintail would
特
be
徴、
fine, wouldn't it?
主にビジュアルからイメージするようなあだ名を。
Characteristic.
だから無理にあだ名をつける必要がどこにあるの？人の話聞いてお願いだから。
And why does Makina know about visual novels?
よし、今日からお前はパツキンデカだ。よろしくな。
見たまんまだし、つかデカじゃないし。
でもその場合髪が伸びて地毛の色が出始める頃には通用しなくなってしまうような。
Oh.
プリンデカというのはいかがですか？もしくはもっと安っぽさを強調してプッチンデカとか。
だーもうだからデカじゃないって言ってんでしょがー。つうかプリン言うな。
だんだんうざくなってきたのよさ。
Well, yeah, she just ends up getting noisier.
あーもう鬱陶しいのよさ。じゃあチルチルはイカフライに何をかけて食べる？
Huh?
醤油かな。
じゃあもうイカ醤油でいいよね。今日からチルチルはイカ醤油ってことでよろしく。
もう急にめんどくさくなって適当なあだ名つけるな。
まあまあ落ち着いて
She
くだ
just
さ
got
い。
herself immersed in this thing. Ikashoin-sama.
落ち着けるか。それととりあえず呼んでみるのやめて。
もううるさいな。
Yeah,
何
you
大
guys are
声出
seriously
してんの
getting
よ。
annoyed.
近所迷惑でしょ。チルチルの新しいあだ名を考えてたのよさ。なんだっけ？
イカ醤油よ、イカ醤油っていうか私はイカ醤油じゃないわよ。
You're not helping yourself here,
どっ
Michiru.
ちなのよ。
鮮魚超人マグロマンに出てくる怪人みたいで素敵じゃないですか、イカ醤油。
他人事だと思って気軽に肯定してくれてんじゃないわよ。いい？これは立派ないじめよ。
It is quite a bit of bullying.
イカフ
I'm
ライ
not
に
gonna
何
lie.
をかけて食べる？そうね、醤油かな。なんとしまったのよさ。ここにも怪人イカ醤油がもう一匹。チルチル、残念だけどイカ醤油は諦めてほしいのよ。
全然残念じゃないから。心の底からホッとしてるから。
ちなみに私はソース派です。
Oh.
別に聞いてないから。
I mean, we know now, for no reason.
今日から貴様はイカソースだ。
Ika
見
sauce.
なさい。余計なこと言うから頭の悪い子に変なあだ名つけられた。
そして私はイカマヨ。
What?
あんたイカフライにマヨネーズつけて食べるの？
だってほら、おつまみとかのサキイカ
Yeah.
にはマヨネーズつけて食べるんだし、
Jesus, that's...
そう言われるとどうなんだろう。
I just had a revelation just thinking about that then. That is true. It's the same thing.
多数決でも取ってみる？
いや、何の意味があって。
お？ちょいとそこ行くお嬢さん、意見を聞かせておくれでないかい？
Uh-oh, Yumiko.
そうそう、そこでしかと決め込んでるあなたよ。そこで私に気安く話しかけないでくれないかしら。友達だと思われたら迷惑だわって背中で語ってるあなたに
Oh my
せっ
god.
かくスルーしようと思っていたのに、一番厄介なのに見つかって声かけられたって感じで大きく肩を落としているあなた。そこのあなた、とりあえずこっち向け。
I mean, she's been caught.
なんで怒ってんの？
胸に手を当ててよく考えてごらんなさい。
知るか。そんなことよりユミちゃんはイカフライに何をかけて食べるのよ。
さすがに堪忍袋の尾が切れそうだわ。
Why?
ごめん、言ってること難しすぎるわ。イカフライってあるでしょ。
Oh
イカ輪切り
no.
にして衣をつけて
Oh, no.
揚げたやつ
知っているわよ、それぐらい。
だよな。でだ、それに何つけて食べるって話なんだけど。
残念ながらそんな庶民の食べ物
Plebeian cuisine.
私は食べたことないわ。
マジで？
本当よ。だから
だ
私に変なあだ名をつけようとしても無駄な。
Uh-oh.
よし、今日から貴様はノーフライだ。
No fly.
人の話をまるで聞いていない。
Yeah, she's unreasonable. Really.
確かに榊さんってノンフライって感じするよね。ちょっとあまれ、笑ってないであんたからも言ってよ。人に変なあだ名つけるなって。いいじゃない、別に楽しくて。
It is kind of fun. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide that.
だよな、このつけるあだ名って悪意があるのよ。
おい、人聞きの悪いことを言うなよ。
Oh.
後ろからやっちまうぞてめえ。
つうか、最近ますます言葉遣い悪くなってきてるし。
Yeah, she's gotten way more vulgar in her language.
明らかに風見さんの悪影響ですよね。
God damn it.
私には自分がないから人の真似をして生きていくしかないのよさ。
何ちょっと悲しいこと言ってごまかそうとしてんのよ。そんなんで騙されないわよ。ちょっとこっち来なさいな。
Oh, okay.
痛い、引っ張らないで。
You're pulling her by the ear.
あんたまた
Huh?
してない。この子はもう。
見られて減るもんじゃないのよさ。
私もう部屋に戻っても構わないかしら。
まだいいじゃない。どうせ部屋に帰ってもネットでエロ画像を集めるぐらいしかやることないんでしょ。
勝手な憶測で私を語らないでいただけないかしら。
はいはい、ごめんよ。そうカリカリしないでよ。ノンフライなんでしょ。
その変なあだ名もやめて。
へいへい。っていうかさ、そもそもなんでイカフライなの？
Yeah. That's what I'm
それ
confused
は
about.
多分マキちゃんが食べたいだけなのではないかと。
I mean, that can be possible.
そうなの？でもマキナ、今日は酢豚がいいって言ってたじゃない。
おう、酢豚がいいのよ。でもイカフライも嫌いじゃないのよさ。
イカフライね。なんでか知らないけど、あんたってば歯ごたえのある食べ物
Such tough
好き
food.
よね。
Weird. Okay. I mean, I like pork a lot. I think pork's my favorite meat to eat.
硬い方が食べ物としての満足度が上。
I mean, but
まあ
then
わかんないでもないけどね。じゃあイカフライも作ろうか。肉より魚介の方がユージも喜ぶだろうし。
actually, what is Yuji's favorite type of thing to eat? Is it like land animals or sea animals?
それがいいのよ。
I'm working.
あ、ユージならバイトだって。さっき JB って人と出かけてったよ。
バイト？
別に興味なんかないけど、あいつ何のバイトしてんのよ。掃除屋さんなのかな。清掃業者の作業服みたいなの着てたし。ああ、そういえばそんなこと言ってたわね。
Yeah.
風見さん、両親を早くに亡くしたみたいですし、学費とかも自分で働いて捻出していらっしゃるのでしょうか。
Oh, okay, that is an interesting
彼は書類
conclusion.
上海外からの招待入学枠で在籍しているから、学費の8割は免除されているはずよ。
在学費は免除でも日々の生活費とかは自費ですよね。
Well, yeah.
そこまでは知らないわ。
Well, that's probably true.
JB とかっていううさんくさい金髪女が面倒を見てるんじゃないの。その辺はさ。
それ言ったら
Probably not.
後染めに赤金髪のチルチルの方がうさんくさいけどな。
あんたね、伸ばすわよ。
何をだよ。
そもそもハルデラさんって何者なんでしょう。
なんだっけ、ユージのものすごく遠い親戚だっけ。あいつの
I'm not
お
so
姉
sure.
さんの妹。
お姉さん
それっ
の妹。
て結局姉なのでは。
お姉さんの友達じゃなかったかしら。
それって他人じゃん。他人がなんであいつの面倒を見てるのよ。
私に聞かれても知るわ
That's
け
a
な
good
いじゃない。
question, I guess.
でも挨拶をするといつもうちのユージがお世話になってますっていかにも身内然とした受け答えをなさいますし、血縁はなくとも深い関係が推測されますよね。
サチ、あんたあの女と話したことあるの？
あ、はい。以前校門の前を掃除していた
Oh,
時に
yeah,
お
she
聞かせしま
did.
した。
I do remember that.
何やら校門から内部を監視するような不審な人物を発見したので速やかに排除しようと竹ぼうきを片手に声をかけましたらハルデラさんで
Just
した。
challenge somebody with a broom.
ねえ、さっちゃん、不審者を見かけたらとりあえず声をかけるってのやめなよ。本当に不審者だっ
She's
たら
gonna be
どう
like
す
some
る気？
mafia person.
不審な行動をしていると声をかけてくる者がいるという事実が重要なのですよ。犯罪を制圧するのが目的ではなく未然に抑止するための警戒行動です。
言いたいことはわかるけどさ、実際に悪意を持った男に襲われたらあんたなんか障子紙破るみたいにあっさり抑え込まれちゃうわよ。
I mean,
でも
yeah.
確かになんか怪しいのよね、あの女。
Wait, have they all seen JB? I'm
私
confused
もこ
now.
の前駅前で偶然に会って少し話をしたんだけど、なんかこうひょうひょうとして正体をつかませないっていうか、妙に人懐っこいあの笑顔
Yeah, she's a good actor.
でもそんな悪い人じゃないのよ。この前ガムくれたのよさ。
あんたもあったの？っていうか、知らない人から物をもらっちゃダメっていっつも言ってるでしょうが。
だって全く知らん人じゃないし、それに営業の仕事でガムとかキャンディーはいつもいっぱい持ち歩いてるからって言ってたし。
営業の仕事？
ガムやキャンディーを配る営業というとセンホレディとか。
Uh-oh.
でもユージは清掃員なんだよ。
Uh-oh, the suspicion is gonna come. Uh-oh.
確かにあの嘘くさい笑顔も営業スマイルと考えれば納得できるような。あんたね、全国の聖ホレディにぶっ飛ばされるわよ。
They probably would.
ですが1階の聖ホレディが使う営業者にしてはあの派手な車は失礼ながら税が過ぎるかと。
あの車っていくらぐらいするものなの？
だいたい1800万円ぐらいじゃないかしら。
Jesus.
マ
That's a lot.
それに車は買った後も維持費がかかるしね。普段の足に使ってればタイヤなんて半年で丸坊主になっちゃうだろうし、一回交換すればうん十万は飛んでくよね。何？あの女そんなにお金持ちなの？
外資系の保険会社と考えても腑には落ちない。
No, they are getting very suspicious
は
now.
い、なんか怪しい。そもそも何人なの？生真面目なドイツ人？
Deutsch? I don't know
陽
about
気
that.
なイタリア人では
Italia. Maybe.
大雑把なアメリカ人なら
American, probably.
間違いない。だ
なんで間違いないなんて言い切れるのよ。
って挨拶の時ハウディって言ってた。
Holdy.
今時あんな挨拶するの田舎のカウボーイか80年代に学生だったおばさんぐらいなのよ。
確かに謎だわ。
No. Yeah.
つうかさ、このままでいいわけ？何が？だってあの JB って女絶対にユージとその
Uh-oh.
なんていうの？
What are you gonna say, Michu?
ただれた関係。
Sordid relationship.
そうそれただれた関係ってやつじゃないの？
Dunno.
どうなんだろうね。いいの？放っておいて。あんなにあんたさ、相手に勝てるの？
Jesus. I mean,
勝つって何に？
yeah, at what?
だからあの女によ。まあ確かに若さとかおっぱいの大きさとかじゃ負けてないかもしれないけど、
You're a blonde and look how you've done, Michu.
金髪
Jesus.
よ。つまりツンデレじゃない。きっと今頃あの女ユージの前でデレデレしてるわよ。あのさ、ミチル、
I
そ
don't
の
think that's
金
quite
髪が
right.
全員ツンデレって認識は間違っていると思うわよ。
It's twin tails.
違うの。
私に聞かないでよ。
とにかくこのままあの女に好きにさせておいていいのかって私はそう言いたいの
They've got the
よ。
wrong idea here.
いいも悪いも別に私はユージの彼女とかそういうんじゃないし、ユージのお姉ちゃんになれればそれはそれで構わないっていうか。甘い激甘よ。それってただの便利な飯炊き女じゃない。それで何が得られるわけ？自己満足かな。なんという弱腰。見損なったわよ、スオアマネ。あなたには本当にがっかりだわ。ミチル、あんた何怒ってんのよ。
なんとなくですけれど、みちる様の言いたいこともわかります。
どういうこと？
うまく言えないんですけど、結局のところよく知らない女の人に風見さんを取られるのが
That sums it up.
単純に気に入らないんだと思います。
さっちゃんも言っちゃうの？
Oh,
なんだろうな。私にどうしろっての？
I'm not 100% sure.
まあいいか。さて、私も晩ご飯の用意しなきゃ。
私も
ユミちゃんユミちゃん。
Uh-oh.
嫌な予感しかしないけど一応返事はしておくわ。何かしら。
ノンフライじゃあんまりだから新しいあだ名考えてみた。
Oh.
全然聞きたくないけど一応言ってみなさい。
Barbara.
は
Huh?
なぜ？
Yeah, why?
もしくはイボンヌ。ね、
Yvonne.
どっちがいい？
逃げ遅れた。
I should have fled when I had the chance. All because of those pesky kids. And Makina's tired.
でっかいあくび。マキナ眠いの？
おい、ちょっとだけ眠い。
Are we not going to see Yuji's mission? This is kind
遅い
of...
ね。
Oh, I kind of wanted to see Yuji's mission.
仕事長引いてるのかもね。いつ帰るかわからないって言ってたし、あんたもう先に部屋に戻って寝たら？
あんまねえわ。
私はもう少しここで待つよ。やることもあるし。
やることって？
Food.
ユー
Always
ジの制服にアイロンかけなきゃ。
what?
私 私も手伝うのよさ。
いいよ、もう10時になるし眠いでしょ。あとは任せておきなさい。
ごめんね、ハマネ。
いいって、一人で部屋まで戻れる？
She'll be fine.
さてとっとと終わら
She
せちゃいま
just
すか。
loves using Yuji's room, doesn't she? All the time. Same day, same time.
悪かったわね、こんな時間まで付き合わせて。
Par for the course. Nothing to feel guilty
部屋
about.
に女の子待たせてるんでしょ。
I glanced down at the watch on my left wrist. It's 10 p.m. already. And they eat dinner at 7. So there's no way she's still going to be waiting at this
わ
point.
かんないよ。
No, she's
お姉
waiting.
ちゃんって言ったっけ。ああいう子ってさ、約束は約
Yep.
束って感じでさ、例えばデートの待ち合わせとかでも彼氏が来るまで何時間も平気で待ってそうだよね。
I really don't think she's that inflexible.
今から帰るって電話ぐらいしておいたら。
What's the point? We'll be at the dorm soon.
分かってないな。そういう男のまめさが女には重要なのよ。
Does getting in contact all of 10 minutes earlier really make that much of a difference?
されど10分の差なのよ。悪いこと言わないから電話しておきなさい。
Getting a lecture about women from JB is distinctly aggravating. But I don't think she's wrong. I take my private cell phone out out my work clothes breast pocket and pause for a moment in thought. No. Don't think I will after all.
あら、どうして？
You're assuming that Amane's still waiting. There's a chance she gave it up hours ago. If I call her now and get sorry, I was asleep, it would be pretty damn
待
awkward.
ってると思うけどな。女の子には嫌われないようにしておきなさい。
Learn not to hate women, okay. There's some reason I need to worry about that. I'll take appropriate measures.
人類の半分は女よ。汝の隣人を愛する前に汝敵を作るなかれってね。女の子には優しくして有意義な学生生活を楽しんだ方が得じゃない。もしあまねちゃんが怒ってたらちゃんと謝るのよ。
I can't think of any reason why she'd be angry. I told Amane beforehand I'd be back late, and I don't remember asking for her to wait for me. If she's still waiting anyway, logically speaking that's nobody's fault but her own. But for some reason I do feel like I should at least come up with some sort of excuse. Am I losing my edge or something? No, you're becoming considerate. That's a good thing, Yuji. And that engine just stopping sounded
はい
nice.
到着。お疲れ様。
Appreciate you going out of your way to drop me off.
いいのよ。それじゃあまたあなたにしかできない仕事が入ったら連絡するわ。
Do me a favour and try not to call me out for every little thing, alright?
そう言わないの。予備役ってことでこの学園に通う許可が下りたんだから。
Oh, I'm aware. Alright, JB. See you later.
ちょっと待ってユージ。
Oh? What now?
今日はお疲れ様。今日はとっても素敵だったわ。
Oh no.
すごく激しくてワイルドで私しびれちゃった。
I mean, this sounds like something entirely different from what he's probably doing. What is this all of a sudden? Why are you getting out of the car?
あなたにお休みのキスをしようと思って。
Why? What?
おや
Huh?
すみユージ。
Hey, hell? Suddenly JB twines her arms around me and draws close, planting a kiss on the side of my cheek with all the force and speed of a rattlesnake striking its prey. Why is that confused? Yourself. Seriously nauseating.
じゃあねユージ。愛してるわ。また連絡するね。
Oh god, if somebody's seen this, haven't they? JB lets out a high-pitched giggle unworthy of her years and swings back into her car, kicking her high heels vigorously up into the air. The next moment, she's speeding noisily off into the night. What the hell was that all about? When JB acts like that, it means she's up to something. I can't imagine what she possibly hoped to accomplish this time, but it's best to err on the side of caution. Err on the side of caution when dealing with that woman's schemes. Some sort of trap. I mumbled to myself uneasily, watching as JB's car dwindles quickly into the distance like a bad boy fleeing the scene of a successful prank. And when I turn back towards school, the nature of her snare becomes clear at once. She knew! She knew someone was watching! Oh no! Sachi? Sachi stands frozen a little distance away. Her cheeks are flushed red. She's lightly biting down on her lower lip, and her whole body seems to be trembling slightly. She's holding a white plastic shopping bag in her hand. Probably on her way back from an expedition to the convenience store by the station.
私何も見てませんから。
Hey, hold on Sachi, I'm pretty sure you're misunderstanding something very badly right now. Let me explain.
私みちる様に頼まれたアイスクリームを買って帰る途中なので。
This is where it becomes awkward. Oh no. I'm telling you to hold on a second, alright? JB and I aren't, well, our relationship isn't.
分かっています。ただれた関係というやつですよね。私も子供ではないので。男の人はそういう体だけのドライな関係というか、むしろウェットな関係を求めるということも理解しています。
Sachi, you're getting everything wrong now. Hold on a minute.
ノープロブレムです。
No problem. No, that's not. JB and I aren't. Look, you've got this wrong. She's just screwing around.
はい、分かってます。大人の悪ふざけですね。大丈夫です。あまねさんには黙っておきますから。
No.
ことは薄い私の胸にそっとしまっておきますから。
Look, Sachi, can you please just calm down?
疑ってますか？疑ってますね。大丈夫です。こう見えても私口は硬い方なんです。なんなら今この場で押し倒してキスして確かめてみますか？
What? Huh? Say what?
風見さん。
What?
もしかして私今とんでもないことを言いましたか？
言っていました。はい。Yes, he did.
もしかして私はこの後レイプされるのですか？
I don't think I can answer this question. By whom? That's a good question. Stop pointing at me. Look. Hey. What? Did you mean in me? Okay. Alright. Hold on a second. Nah. I just thought I'd check something. I just remembered about something. But, let me just make sure that I'm not dreaming. Okay, I'm not. What the fuck?
はい、失礼しました。
Wait, did I read that? Stop pointing at me. Look, just get lost, will you? Bitchy's waiting, right? For crying out loud. There's no way that was a coincidence. JB must have noticed her. What a malicious prank. The dose was way too strong for a girl with no immunity whatsoever. Goddamn JB. I think I might need to give that woman a serious scolding one of these days.
風見さん。
Oh, hello. What, you're still here? You need something?
ほっぺに口がついてます。あまねさんに会う前に拭いてください。それでは。
She's trying to save our bacon in the worst way possible. God damn it. Unbelievable. Every last one of them. Even as I mutter my complaints, I wipe my cheek clean with the cuffs of my work uniform. JB's pricey lipstick, visibly distinct from the knockoff stuff students buy in convenience stores, is reduced to a fragrant smear on the sleeve of my pea green t-shirt. What would you say t-shirt? It smells distinctively of a grown woman. As I take a whiff, the contrastive... Why am I smelling this? The contrastive scent of gunpowder soaked into my uniform also pricks my nose. Do I smell? Well, whatever. There's nothing I can do about it right now. To be honest, coming back late to this sort of slapstick routine is kind of a bear. I seriously read that as beer, didn't I? God damn it. Especially after hours of tension and strain on the job, my feet feel oddly heavy as I walk to the dorm. Back when I was in active duty, I don't think this much would have worn me out. I guess I probably should have gone a little soft since I entered this school. Sound like an old geezer. Walking past the school building, I'm just crossing over the covered pathway leading to the gym when something ahead catches my eye. There's a light on in my window. Harmony. She actually waited. There was no guarantee I'd even come back. In the first place, there was absolutely nothing in it for her. Why sit in an empty room? Does she enjoy wasting her time? When people put a lot of time into something that produces no concrete benefit to them, that activity can often be classified as a hobby. Maybe sitting around patiently is Amane's favourite pastime? Sitting around doing nothing. There are lots of bizarre hobbies out there, no doubt. Well, yeah, there are. There's one person who celebrates Christmas every year. And it's hardly my place to tell Amane how to spend her leisure time. Even so, I have to say she'd probably be better off finding some slightly more rewarding pursuit. Of course, whether I'll ever share that opinion with her is another matter entirely. The instant I open the door to my room, the smell of domestic life floods into my nose. For a moment, I hesitate in the entrance, my hand frozen on the doorknob. The scent of another human being mingles with the lingering smell of some sort of cooking, forming a greasy home leaf mix. When I was a child, and later, when I lived with my master, this scent was ubiquitous, natural. But right now, it feels alien to me. My room seems strangely unfamiliar.
おかえり。
Yeah, I'm home. Slightly averting my gaze from Amane's unexpected smile, I glance at my wristwatch. It's already past 10 PM. At my old school, we'd be past lights out by now. Were you waiting for me?
まあね。書き置きだけ残して部屋に戻ろうかとも思ったんだけど、やることもあったし。
Oh? What?
アイロンがけ。
Iron. I glanced around the room. Clothes I left scattered on the floor earlier are gone. In exchange, a cleaned, ironed, and neatly folded school uniform sits next to Amane.
アイロンは糊がバリバリに効いてる方がいいんだよね。
Yeah. My line of work, any uniform you wear is expected to be stiff as a board at all times. Get spotted with a wrinkle or two, and your superiors are going to give you absolute hell. As a general rule. As a result, I've got an ingrained habit of spraying enough starch on my shirts that you can practically prop them up like a tent after ironing. I'm pretty sure I've never discussed any of this with Amane before. She probably just noticed my shirts are always crisp and reached that conclusion on her own. Not that this is anything out of the ordinary for her. She's got a truly impressive eye for this sort of detail.
それと胸のところのボタンが取れかけてたから縫い直しておいた。
Oh wow. She passed over the uniform with a smile. On inspection, there is indeed one button with a slightly different coloured thread. It's been sewn on particularly firmly. The sight gives me a strange feeling of deja vu. What's this feeling? Right, back in elementary school, I've been wearing a shirt with a loose button when someone stopped. In elementary school, I've been wearing a loose button when someone stopped me, then proceeded to sew it back on right where I stood. My one and only sister, Kazumi Kazuki. I see.
実は裁縫はあんまり得意じゃなくてさ、ちょっと縫い目がごつくなっちゃったけど、取れちゃうよりはマシでしょ?
Yeah, thanks. Now that I think about it, hobbies aren't the only reason people act in unprofitable ways. Family. The word wells spontaneously somewhere in the depths of my chest. Working for someone else without compensation, without any expectation of gain, simply out of affection, as if it's the most natural thing in the world. That's what family is. Or so they tell me.
ねえ、晩ご飯はどこかで食べてきた?
No, I haven't eaten anything.
じゃあ、お腹空いてるよね。すぐに食べる?
Yeah.
待ってて。今温め直すから。
Smiling casually, Amane heads to the kitchen with light, graceful steps. She then places a plate filled with sweet and sour pork and calamari rings in the microwave. Speaking of which, why is there a microwave in my room anyway? I don't remember it being here when I left. For that matter, there's an unfamiliar rice cooker sitting on the shelf next to it. She's gonna make me start cooking! What's with the microwave?
ああ、これね。マキナが使ってたレンジなの。
Renji.
あの子
Oh,
は
that's what
自
it's
分の
called.
部屋にはめったに戻らないし、もう使わないだろうから、ユージの部屋に寄付してくれるって。
Okay. That rice cooker too?
そういうこと。3合炊きの小さいやつだけど、半合で炊くよりは手間がかからなくていいでしょ。
Well, let's see. The scent that inspired a moment of unease when I entered the room was probably traces of fragrant steam produced by this small rice cooker. Even as a kid, I didn't have much in the way of a happy family dinners. But after my parents and sister died, I came to view meals as nothing more than regularly scheduled nutritional supply periods. And now something inside me shrinks instinctively away from this sort of warm domestic meal. There's always this nagging, almost guilty sense that I don't belong in this picture. Of course, when I was living with my master, there were a few meals like this, but the woman was fundamentally crappy in the kitchen and rarely bothered to cook a full-fledged meal. The food she served me wasn't inedible, but it was never what you would call tasty either. JB would occasionally stop by on a whim and whip something up, and the food was definitely an important, but it was hard to get emotional. Definitely an improvement, not important, I'm an idiot, but it was hard to get too emotional about it, knowing I was going to be cleaning up the mess she always left in the kitchen. I do that anyway. Hey, Amane. I think I've asked this before, but why do you stick to me so persistently?
だから、一目惚れって言ったよね。それプラス私の性格。なんか私って誰かの世話を焼くのが好きみたい。
Do you really expect me to be satisfied with that explanation?
だって他に言いようがないもの。っていうか、どうしてそんなに疑うかな。
Because it's way too convenient a story. Can't help feeling a little skeptical. A beauty with huge breasts falls in love with me at first sight, then unilaterally lavishes attention on me out of sheer affection? I'm not quite wet enough behind the ears to swallow that shoddy manga style setup. There's something else behind this. I don't think this is me being paranoid. It seems like common sense.
逆に聞くけど、ユージは今まで何人の女の子と付き合ってきたわけ？
None. I've never dated anyone in my
だ
life.
ったらさ、ユージが知らないだけで私みたいな女がいたって変じゃないでしょ？
Well, I guess. Can't deny that I've got gaps in my knowledge. She declares this is just how women are these days. I don't have enough points to reference to mount a
自
rebuttal.
分に理解できないものをありえないと否定するのは簡単だけど、それって自分の無知を棚に上げた発言なんじゃないかな。
Yeah, in a
す
way.
ぐに理解しろとは言わないけど、せめて世の中には私みたいな女もいるって事実は認めないと。
You have a point. As a result of ignoring a reality it didn't want to accept, this country once marched blindly into a crushing defeat, mouthing flowery rhetoric about inevitable victory the whole way. Yep, World War II. In the same way, dismissing a perspective you can't understand as ridiculous is just an egotistical refusal to admit other ways of looking at the world exist. At the very least, I have to acknowledge that my values aren't universal.
はーい、お待たせ。用意できたよ。
Tell me something, Yamane.
何？
Do you really love me?
言わなかったっけ？大好きだよ。
No hesitation whatsoever. Yet her words still ring hollow in my ears. Is the problem on my end? Well, fine. I guess there's at least one woman out there deranged enough to fall in love with a man like me. I'll accept that as reality.
何それ？つまり私がユージを好きだって言葉信じる気になったってこと？
I'm not going to accuse you of lying, that's all. I still don't understand why you feel the way you do, and there's no change in the fact that I find overly convenient women vaguely nauseate.
あのさ、私の一方的な片思いなのは分かってるけど、それでもこうして海外しく接してくる私を少しは不憫だなとか思わないわけ？
If I started lying to you out of comparison and dating you out of pity, would you really be happy?
たとえきっかけが同情だったとしても、同情のまま終わるような女じゃないもの。
Jesus,
私
she would just keep going. You're one hell of a tough, proactive woman, you know that?
惚れ直した？
To be honest, I'm envious.
いいからご飯食べちゃいなさい。
Okay, she's just not gonna let me get by that. Okay. Yeah, sounds like a plan. I bring my hands together in front of the food Amane zapped with loving care. In the microwave, give her my thanks, and move my chopsticks toward the plate. Sweet and sour pork and fried squid. It's one hell of a strange combination, thematically speaking, but the taste itself is impeccable as ever. Her skill at cooking is superb, and in contrast to her seemingly rough, careless attitude, she's unusually attentive to small details and highly considerate of others' needs. A good woman, any way you look at her. Of course, I think that's the exact reason I can't rid myself of my doubts. Why would she fall in love with me of all people? It's delicious.
そうよかった
Whatever the case may be, I think Amane's smile is probably genuine, and that's why it makes me feel like there's a thorn stabbing into my chest. He's just unsure. But then again, it is kind of too easy to fob it off as love at first sight and give this much attention to somebody you've been rejected by many times. It gets to a point where it's like almost creepy / yandere. Do I even desire to be loved? I understand that I'm overthinking things, but I can't stop. Every time I get on this train of thought, I start wondering what I'm even living for. Whether there's any real meaning in my survival. I start thinking it must be a pretty pathetic excuse for a human being, if I can't believe in that smile. When you get down to it, my master was right. I'm still just a punk kid. Oh, hello. Just as my mouth begins to loosen into a self-deprecating smile. Deprecating smile. I did read that right. The sound of a cell phone's message alerts resounds inside the room. I instinctively reached my hand to the breast pocket of my work clothes, but the sound didn't come from my phone. It's Amane, which would mean...
あれメールだ
Amane takes out the cell phone she had left carelessly in the pocket of her jeans, opens it and peers down at the LCD screen.
さっちゃんからだ何
さっち
々
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there's only so many ways this could go. It seems the message was sent from Komisachi's email address. At the name, my chopsticks abruptly stopped dead in midair. For some reason, I have a bad feeling about this. Apparently finished with Sachi's message, Amani quietly brushes up her long hair with her free hand.
ねえユージこれ何
She took pictures, didn't she? Amani holds out a cell phone for my inspection. Naturally, Sachi's email is displayed on the screen. Sachan, Suamni. Subject, I can't say anything. Message, and I didn't see anything. Contents of the email are that single short line. The problem lies in the image attached to it. It's a camera phone snapshot taken only a little while she actually took a picture. Oh no! Okay, here we go then. Quite a skillful piece of work, really. In front of the school gate, JB's pressing her lips onto my cheek, both arms twined around me. Well, that was involuntarily. I swallowed the food in my mouth, along with a lump of spit. It goes down my throat like a rock. We in trouble. Okay, Sachi. What happened to not say anything to Amane? I mean, I guess she didn't technically put it in words, but well, this is Sachi we're talking about. I doubt she did this for a malicious pleasure of it. The burden of keeping this secret was just too heavy for her to bear. In agony, with guilt over Amane's ignorance, she probably took advantage of this dubious loophole out of sheer desperation. It was just a stupid prank of JB's.
いたずら
Yeah. Well, let's see. It's kind of a long story, but that's pretty much just how she is. Mind going into that long story of yours? What exactly are you doing with JB at the front gate? That's the logical question for Amane to ask, but JB is a naturally wicked woman, prone to harassing me in this way at unexpected moments just so she can smirk at my agitation. Would be my explanation, but it hardly seems enough to satisfy Amane. Unfortunately, it also appears to be the truth, so there's not much I can do
ア
about
ル
it.
バイトに行ってたんじゃなかったの
I was. Yeah, I was. Wait, that doesn't mean that this is my job. Okay? It isn't.
ふーんあそう
Saying that, and that alone, Amani closes the cell phone in her hand with a snap, not betraying any particular interest. I sort of expected you to ask me about the job at this point.
どこで何をしていたの
I told you I work for a cleaning company, right?
うん
Today we were cleaning a 20-story building in Tokyo, but, well, this big rat appeared when we were still getting set up, so everyone ended up chasing it around. Thing was, though, the rat was unexpectedly nimble. We ended up losing sight of it entirely. If we just let the thing get away, it'd eventually pop out of its hole and cause more havoc. And our client was telling us I can't sleep at night when the rat's on the loose, and all that. So we ended up splitting up to track the thing down, but for a rat, it was pretty sly. Took a good 3 hours before we found it again and finally exterminated the thing. I'm intentionally replacing certain nouns with metaphorical analogies, but the information I'm given to Amine is otherwise roughly accurate. I really did spend hours running through the intricate web of sewers under Tokyo in hot pursuit of a rat. Incidentally, a gas mask does absolutely nothing to improve the smell of raw sewage. Oh god.
へえ、大変だったんだね。
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it was. But that's all you had to say? After promising I'd have a meal with her, I ran off to work all of a sudden. And stayed late without even giving her a call. Not that I possibly could have, leaving her to wait in vain for hours. And to top it off, her reward for this patience is a picture of me floating around with my boss. But she's not planning to say a word of complaint? I mean, I'm putting up a bit of a defensive front and all. Even I recognise that she kind of got shafted on this one. If she grumbled a little bit, I was pretty much ready to give her a proper apology. But this indifference response is well outside of the range of my expectations. To be honest, it's inspiring some serious unease on my part. Generally, aren't women more, you know, jealous creatures? Yes. Men are quite jealous as well, but on a different scale. Slightly lower. But usually women are more protective. Usually. I'm just saying that. I don't fucking know. I don't date enough. I'm not exactly an expert, but I've known a few females in my time. I guess what I'm basing it on is that lesbians fight more than gay guys. That's what I'm basing it on. I'm not exactly an expert, but I've known a few females in my time. As I understand them, women tend to be more selfish about things like this, to the point of irrationality, even. You don't have any questions about any of that?
だって仕事の話に口挟まれるの嫌でしょ？それとも何か
I mean,
疑って
it's like
ほし
she's
いの？
so forgiving. Why? Why is she so forgiving? That's not it, but
まあそりゃね、私よりも仕事を優先したってのは面白くないよ。でもそうする必要があったからあんたはそうしたんでしょ？
do you know what? Now that I think about it, it's probably been exactly almost 6 years since I originally watched the anime. I still remember bits and pieces, but good god, I don't remember most of this now. And I think it's a good thing that I don't, in a way, so that I don't just spoil some of this for myself, and I think that's best. I can't remember exactly when the Fruit Grisaia came out, so let me just see. How long ago did it air? Because I know I started watching it when it aired, and I loved it. Let's see. Not choices. Fruit Grisaia airing date. The date it aired. Oh no, it's 2014. So yeah, October. It's been, wow, almost 5 years. It felt so long ago though, so no wonder I got it badly wrong. I'm glad I checked it out now before I look like a right idiot. Yes.
だったら何も間違っていないじゃない。
Yeah, well, I guess not, but I mean, he's weirdly understanding about this. She's being so reasonable that it's somehow making me feel increasingly guilty about the whole thing. Yeah, it's making me feel guilty. It's kind of a complicated feeling. All of a sudden, some kind of switch seems to have been flipped inside Amine. Her eyes narrow to slits and her lips jerk up into a very particular smirk.
そうか。もしかしてユージ、
Uh-oh.
私に焼き餅を焼いて欲しかったのかな？
No, that's really not.
そうよね。ユージはツンデレだもんね。それじゃあ 焼きもち焼いちゃおうかな。
Spare me.
キスしてくれたら許すかもよ。
This woman. Exactly how serious is she about this? No, I think the real question is how badly is she underestimating men? Alright, Amine, close your eyes.
いやー、強引。
I bet we're gonna do it! We're gonna do this, aren't we? Uh-oh. Clearly confident this is nothing more than a bluff, Amine closes her eyes, jerks her chin up and fiercely sticks out her lips. This girl's looking down on me. Maybe I should teach her a lesson. Oh!
セーブするわ。
Let me just double check this quick, because I think to continue this route I have to choose Steal a Kiss with Overbearing Force. I'm pretty sure it's that one. And the reason I'm doing this is so that I can keep the frame rate going so it doesn't look like I'm doing nothing. So I'm probably going to skip this bit, if I remember, of course. Let's see, because I'm pretty sure. Oh, for God's sake, view page. Yep, I'm right. Here we go, Overbearing Force. That's right, unless someone scares her straight, this girl's attitude toward men is going to come back and bite her badly one of these days. Here we go. I have a responsibility to educate Amine in the dangers of messing with men. I'll harden my heart and teach her a lesson she won't soon forget. I seize the cocky girl's chin, firmly jerk it upward, and plunge my mouth against her glossy lips with all the sudden violence of a dive bomber assault. Here we go! Evidently surprised by my sudden attack, Amine's shoulders twitch as I draw her close. The fool probably didn't think I had it in me. That's what you get for underestimating the male gender. I temporarily release her lips, drawing back far enough to speak a few words. Open your mouth, Amine. Utterly bewildered, Amine's mouth opens slightly to voice her confusion. I instantly push my lips back. Oh, yes, Yuji! Go on! As I shove my tongue into her mouth, pushing her lips further apart by force, Amine grabs the shoulders of my work uniform and tries to pull me off. With no success, of course. Her will to resist apparently broken by the force of my violent raid, Amine's grip on my clothes grows gradually weaker, finally slipping off and powerlessly, as if to signal her unconditional surrender. A weak, high-pitched pant leaks out of the corner of her mouth. Guess I'll let her off the hook. I let the arm I wrapped around Amine's waist to prevent her retreat go slack, then give her 2 light thumps in the back and communicate that I'm letting her go. Amine's upper body had been forcibly bent backwards by my weight. It takes a moment for her to regain her balance and pull herself straight. Finally released from my arms, Amine staggers back half a step, blinking her eyes in astonishment.
素直にキスしてくれたのもびっくりなら、唇にされるとは思ってなかったから2度びっくり。
Didn't think I had it in me, did you? Shouldn't have let down your guard. Unfortunately for you, I'm prone to taking jokes seriously.
私、キスしたの初めてだったんだよ。
Oh, what a coincidence. Mine too.
嘘つき。
Damn, what gave me away?
なんか、ユージのキス、慣れてる感じがした。
Let's see, I'll have to take it a little easier next time.
それは、この次もあるってこと？
Just said that for the hell of it.
なんだ、遊びでキスされちゃったんだ、私。
I'm extremely surprised to hear you frame the matter in such a negative way. I bestowed you with a valuable lesson in the danger of teasing men. My motives were impeccable.
でも、彼氏にはなってくれないんでしょ？キスしたくせに。
Wait. Impeachable! Impeachable! God damn it, I read it wrong. Well, let's not rush into any parliamentary procedures here. I wouldn't have pulled a stunt like that unless I was prepared to accept something in the way of consequences.
それなりの覚悟って？
Listen carefully, Amine. I can't be your boyfriend, but I'm willing to accept you as my girlfriend.
ん？
What is that knowledge?
どういうこと？
You fell in love with me on your own initiative, and I'll accept that, but I'm not capable of making a commitment to you. I can't promise I'll be able to take care of you for the rest of your life.
ごめん、私バカだからよくわかんない。つまり私が彼女になるのは認めるけど、あんたは私の彼氏にはなれないってこと？
That's right.
つまり結局は私はユージの彼女になってもいいんだよね。
Yeah, under certain conditions.
どんな？
Even if I disappear suddenly or drop dead out of nowhere, I don't want you to cry over me. Ever. That's the main thing.
それだけ？
Also, let's see, if I do disappear, I want you to do your absolute best to forget about me within a year or so. I know they're pretty selfish requests, but if you can't accept those conditions, I can't do anything for you. We can pretend this never happened and stay as classmates.
その条件を飲めば私はユージの彼女？
Yeah, that's right.
じゃあその条件飲むよ。
Damn! Did you think this was over? Did you think this over? There's no reason you have to answer right away.
いいよ、今決めちゃった方が気が楽だし、ごちゃごちゃ悩むの嫌いだから。
See.
じゃあさ、私からも条件出してもいいかな。
Oh? Like what?
ユージは私のこと好き？それだけでいいから、
Ooh.
今この場で聞かせて。
Ooh.
正直に言ってもいいんだよ。
Let's see. To be honest, I think I've liked you for quite a while now, but I'm not exactly experienced with this sort of emotion. I don't understand how exactly to describe my feelings for you, but yeah, I think she deserves a clear answer here. I do love you, Harmony.
そうなんだ。じゃあ
We might
安
actually
心だね。
reach the root ending.
よかった。それが聞けて。
Well, I think pretty much anyone is going to love having a convenient, devoted woman dropped in their lap.
私の粘りがちってやつだね。ちなみにどんぐらい好きかって聞いてもいい？
What? How am I supposed to measure that?
大体でいいんだよ。例えば宇宙一好きとか。
Oh, can't say. Haven't had the chance to explore the universe yet.
そういう話じゃなくて、あくまでも例えばの話。
Alright then. Hypothetically, if your life or property came in danger, I'd protect you even if it meant throwing everything else away. To tell the truth, that's probably just about the only thing I can do for you. The responsibility to protect. That, at least, is a concept I'm familiar with. It's a bit of a catchphrase in my line of work.
じゃあさ、これでもう私はユージの彼女？
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do Harmony's route first. Let's do it. Yes, you are.
そっか。
I gave her a firm, decisive answer, but Harmony's reaction seems fairly subdued. No spontaneous outbursts of joy, at least. Well, I guess a romantic relationship with this many strings attached is pretty unusual. Not really surprising that she might have mixed feelings about it.
ごめん。そのちょっと
I'm gonna have to end this episode off in a minute because I'm running out of time. Why? Oh, before she can answer my question, Harmony sinks instantly to the floor, landing in a sitting position with a light thump. That is... Damn, she's happy. What's wrong, Harmony?
ごめん。なんか急に力が抜けちゃって膝がガクガクしてるの。
Feeling alright?
なんだろう。急にキスされたのにも驚いたし、ユージの彼女になれたってのも嬉しくて、でもなんか実感があまり湧かなくて、さっきからなんか足元がふわふわしてるなって思ってたんだけど、ダメだ、腰が抜けたっぽい。立てないよ。
You're hopeless. She's put up a consistently strong front, but when push comes to a shove, it seems Harmony's a pretty timid woman. Okay, now I think I understand how the roots work, because I noticed that Machinus was first, and if I looked at the roots, I mean, I'm doing this for the sake of seeing them guys as well. So, because I want to make sure I get this right, and I don't want to be an idiot. But I think that each of these roots kind of connect to each other. Like, the longest one it seems to be to get is either Michiru's or Yumiko's. I know that they said the recommended orders Makina, Amane, Michiru, Sachi, and Yumiko. But, fuck it, I'm gonna go with my own order. I'm gonna go with Amane first. I might do Michiru second, and I might save Yumiko for last, because I have a feeling that her one's gonna be quite spectacular. So, I'm gonna try and decide whether I do Michiru or Sachi's one, third or fourth. I'll decide that in the future, but now, we're here now. She puts up a consistently strong thump, but when push comes to a shove, it seems Amane is a pretty timid woman. Already thrown off balance by her first kiss, the impact of becoming my girlfriend seems to have been sufficient to rob her of motor control. If you can't stand on your own, I'll give you a hand. Oh, she's gone. What's that bizarre sound you're emitting? Are you laughing?
笑ってる。そっか。私、
She's in shock!
彼女だ。
What, now the idea scares you? A little late for that.
そうじゃないけど、宝くじで一等賞が当たったみたいな感じ。なんかまだ信じられない。ねえ、本当に彼女でいいんだよね。
Yeah, I remember what I said. Nauseate.
あんたね、彼女に向かって気持ち悪いとか言わないの？
Just stand up already, will you? Here, give me a hand.
立ち上がらせてどうする気？今なら私、力が抜けてるから何も抵抗できないよ。
Oh no. What's your
だ
point?
から襲うなら今だよってこと。ぶっちゃけて言うと、今なら抱いても OK だよってサインを送ってるのよ。
Okay, hold up. The hell? Amane's trying to put up a strong front with the usual slacked, but it's decidedly unconvincing with her hands trembling in mine, like a chihuahua with anxiety issues. Please don't tell me I'll just let him do what he wants until he can't live without me. What's the best you can think up for the next step?
きっとすっごく気持ちいいぞ。どうする？
Oh my god. This coming from the girl who's shaking like a leaf in the breeze? Don't get carried away, idiot. My free hand, I deliver a sharp karate chop to the top of Amane's head.
ちょっと。
Look, I'm not going to vanish like smoke tomorrow. Probably not the day after that either. Don't rush things.
なんか不安なのよね。あんたの場合、本当にふっと私の前からいなくなりそうでさ。
You're worrying too much. Just get some sleep for the moment, alright? I'll take you to your room.
おんぶしてくれる？
Yeah, I think I can handle that. Lift Amane's completely limp body onto my back, carry her up the stairs, and escort her back to the room. Back to her room. This would be the second time I've toted Amane around like this. But her body feels lighter than before. Probably because I'm more ready to carry her and she's more comfortable with being carried by me. Because the distance we get between us has shrunk. She's got a big body. She's definitely a burden I can bear. And so, as of today, Amane became my girlfriend. And holy shit, we're gonna end this part here. This is a long one. Whew.
セーブするわ。
Like, that was incredibly long. I think we managed to reach this episode over an hour. So that means I can only do one more recording for today of the Fruit of Grisaia. And to be honest, I'm happy with that. 3 recordings in one day of this game. And hopefully you manage to do that with the other ones. I'm fine with that. I'll be fine with that. So, all I can say for now, guys, is thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want any more from me. And I shall see you in the next video. Sonaja, guys. There will indeed be more quality next time. Ha 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 ha. Oh, yes. Woo.